Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, I was contemplating if I should even stream today. Only because of the fact that I decided to be dumb and stay up super late. But we're good. We're good. I'm actually more awake than I thought. I just need a little more time. It's all good seas. Oh. A lot of it, like, some of it was just me goofing around playing video games, and then I worked a little bit on the comic. That's one of the reasons why I haven't really touched this pictures, because I've been mostly working on the comic this week. So hopefully I'll be able to get this picture done by at least the end of this stream. There we go. Nah, I don't like that. But yeah. Hey! Hey, fangirl, how you doing? Long time no see. Then I'm doubly glad that I did the stream today. I decided to stay up too late. It took a little longer for me to get myself ready and all set up. Working on some extra projects. Also, well, I was working on the comic. Also working on my homework. Hey! Hello, Emily. Oh, man. Definitely a mood. I'm technically drawing a mood right now. But yeah. I hope you didn't hurt yourself. Rather be scary and trip than actually accidentally spraining something. Well, don't hesitate to go to bed, because I stayed up super late. A little bit working on the comic, a little bit working on my homework, and then the rest of the night was just me being stubborn and trying to beat card games. Like I said, I like card games. I suck at them. Like, I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of it, okay, so, like, I remember playing this particular card game, and I used to, like, it's one of those things, oh yeah, I used to be good at this, and then I stopped for a while, and now everybody has better cards than me, so, like, I'm in the ranking that I was good at until everybody else got good, and now I'm getting my ass handed to me. Ah. No, not Yu-Gi-Oh! Though I do want to get back to playing that game. It's the... I can never pronounce it correctly. It's like... Is it just Shadow Wars? Or Shadow Waves? Yeah, Shadow Waves. Oh, sorry. Me can't read. Apparently there's an an anime tie-in, which I did not know about this until I started playing the game again. That was not, like I said, I started playing that game when it was like super new. So seeing like this weird anime tie-in that looks like Vanguard. I was just like, this looks like Vanguard. Shadowverse. Oh, Shadowverse. Oh, that's how you say it. Okay. Oh, that makes actually a lot more sense now I think about it. It's like, oh wait, yeah, that's kind of the plot, isn't it? God damn it. Is it any good? Oh, actually, now that I think about it, is it? Okay. The first things first, is it on Crunchyroll? Because if it's on Crunchyroll, then I can definitely watch it. Definitely give it a shot. Card game shows are my thing. Girlfriend's apartment. Yeah, hopefully, I think what my plan is, at least for the comic, is that I'll start posting up pages next month. That way I have a pretty good backlog, at least enough for that, for the month coming. I've heard, like, she's one of those YouTubers that I've heard but never really sat down to watch. I think there was only one time I sat down to watch, and that was his stupid take on, was it Goblin Slayer or something like that? I was like, oh, this is awful. And then I also saw that video of him talking about like old dub openings, which that was fun. That was like one of his better videos. True, he does have a good listening voice. Yeah, not the best introduction to him, to be honest, was the Goblin Slayer video. I was just like, oh, this is awful. Well, like I said, I did see one other video, was him talking about the dub anime openings, and I was like, oh, like this is a nostalgic thing to talk about. And to be fair, it was one of those things where I was like, to be fair, everybody was having a shit take when it came to Goblin Slayer, so I was like, well, I'm not surprised. There we go. Yeah, you're not a weeb, you watch VTubers. Wait. Wait a minute. Actually, what makes you more of a weeb? Watching VTubers or watching anime nerds? I guess so, that would be the case. But what is more weeb? What is the ultimate weeb? Just makes me look sad. I need to look like... I can't look sad, I need to look like death. we go. Yeah, but it's still anime though, unless you're watching like the really cartoony ones. Like I technically the only VTuber I watch, like I said, it was kind of funny. He was a voice actor that I really liked. And he decided to just become a VTuber one day, and I was just like, well, I'm already subscribed to him. I really don't have any other VTubers. And Greek. Greeks were all just nerds. If you really think about it, they were just a bunch of nerds. Culture of nerds. There we go. Oh, I for some reason I saw R there. Man, I must be tired. I don't know, but like that, like the more I thought about it, I was like, why Greek? But yeah. I do sound like this image. To be fair, this is my face every time I do these morning streams. So in case you needed a face, in case you need an idea of what my face looks like during these streams, that's what it is. That's exactly what I look like. So if you need a reference of how I look every time I do morning streams. Yeah, dyslexia hit pretty hard for my family too. Like, let's see, how many of my siblings? Like, most of them grew out of it. I think it's my oldest sister and me that still struggle with it. But most of my other siblings kind of, well, actually, technically, no. My youngest sister still struggles with it. Not, like, it's one of those things, she hides it much better than I do. Probably because her job requires a lot more reading, so she's had a lot more practice. Sometimes if you get the right kind of job, it helps you out with a lot of the repetition of it. But catch her on the wrong day, she's just constantly getting it wrong. But then again, it must be the Irish heritage in us, because I remember looking up certain cultures tend to hit dyslexia harder than others. Because I remember talking to someone about this once when I used to work at the movie theater. There was another person that also had dyslexia, and they were Hispanic. And I'm pretty sure they were Mexican. And I remember looking up, telling them about, like, oh yeah, because I read up, like, certain, depending on where you are and where you grew up, sometimes dyslexia runs in the family in those areas. Especially if you're in a very, if your family lives in an area that's very known for, like, artistic work, which is kind of funny, because, like, especially if it's one of those countries that used to like basically transfer language through visual means, and has known history of not being very literate, even within their own language. That's why they resorted to other methods of communication. So it was just a very fascinating thing to look up. It's just like, oh, okay. So like that, like I said, it's not always biologically translated, but it's more likely is in most cases. But yeah, it was very interesting. Very interesting. Once again, sometimes looking up stuff helps you understand yourself better. You always, but then again, like I've warned people before, you always have to be careful of self-diagnosis of things. Don't always assume that just because you looked up something, that means that's what it is. Or at least, that's where it all came from and all that stuff. It's okay to look up stuff to understand yourself, but when it comes to like especially serious topics like disorders and stuff like that, because constantly suggesting that you have a disorder without proper assessment could lead you into really bad decisions. Oh yeah, I remember. I totally understand where you're coming from, because I remember getting my first assessment because I needed it for college because of my dyslexia. Now, to be fair, they couldn't necessarily give me like the actual diagnosis of dyslexia because of the fact that it wasn't that kind of assessment. But they pretty much reassured me, as like, yeah, you most likely have dyslexia. Like, don't think about it too much. You're kind of past the phase where that's like where that basically is just something that you could be concerned about. But yeah, I remember actually, and it was a really big assessment too, so it went into like further detail than was necessary, because they just wanted to make sure I had everything before, because I was doing my GED test and I needed some assistance on like certain things. So I needed a reader and I needed extra time. So, and looking up like the little details of what they noticed about me was very uncomfortable, especially since I decided, like a dumbass, don't do this to yourself without the doctor with you looking it through, looking at the assessment of all the little details. Yes, I did. I love the picture. Oh, I have to double check if I saved it. Damn it! I just remembered. So like, wait, did I save that? I'll have to look at my files to make sure I saved it. I like the little like the pumpkin equals cake. But yeah, don't look into the psychological details without the doctor next to you talking with you about it, because you will upset yourself. And you also have to remember, like with me, I had to, my poor mom had to remind me, so like, you do realize that they had just one session with you, right? These are just observing things, like they don't actually know you yet. These are just things that they noticed. These are like you're gonna hurt yourself, like not actually hurt yourself, but like mentally, like, you know, stress yourself out about how quote unquote well they notice things about you. And even then, that's still not enough for them to make a proper assessment for a psychological assessment. That was just, they just had to put that in there because, like I said, I did an overall assessment. Like, I just kind of just, like, told them just hit me with everything and see what happens. Which it got me when I needed for the test, but like I said, once I started looking through the psychological part of it, that messed me up a little bit, only because of the fact that I completely overthought what they were writing. Because these were just like, you know, what they assessed from that one assessment. If I wanted to go deeper into it, I had to make a proper appointments and stuff like that to confirm these assessments, basically, because they would have changed over time the more they got to know me. Now, it could have been worse. Like, it's one of those things like, I'm not saying that so like I'm a healthy human being. No, what I'm saying is that I probably would have gotten a better idea of what they were trying to explain to me in those papers if we talked it out, and it would sound far less scary. Because, like I said, like, it's bad enough when you self-diagnose yourself. It's another thing when you actually look through your assessment without the proper, I guess, talk with the doctor that assessed you. Because, like I said, we were just there to get an assessment for the test. And since they didn't know exactly what to look for, they just kind of threw everything at me. I do remember discovering that I'm a very visual learner. I was thinking with the mug, I kind of want to put, if I could fit it, I kind of want to put Internet Mom. Because I feel like that would be my mug. So I feel like that's slowly what's happening to me. It's like, what is happening? But yeah. I remember finding out that how, like, I'm terrible at vocal memory, but apparently visual memory I'm actually, like, the exact opposite of. Like, if you told me to say a pattern of words, that's why I'm terrible remembering people's phone number. Especially if they, like, unless they write it down and give it to me, I could not remember the numbers that you just spat out in my face, especially if it's longer than 4 digits. But if you gave me like a visual piece and then broke it apart, or if you showed me like a pattern of things and then took those pieces and rearranged them, I could put them back together pretty quickly. Actually, I probably should wrap my thumb around him because he's running. Yeah. What else to talk about? Can't think of much, mostly because I don't think much really happened this week. At least nothing exciting. Like I said, mostly just tests for the formula is The formula is dividing... I know it's dividing something from something, and then dividing something from something, and then times it by 100. That's all I got. Oh wait, I need to see Connor's outfit real quick. Oh, I'll have to talk to him later. It's too early for math. Oh, tell me about it. Okay, if I remember correctly, Connor's had the blast thing on it. What does that say? Okay, it does just say boom. I was like, wait, does it say boom? Oh, darn it. I realize his hand's a little big, but at the same time, where does thumb go? There we go, that's much better. Yes, it is. In fact, speaking of math, I'm doing this commission for Emily because Emily helped me out with the math, and I feel like, you know what? For giving me such a awesome grade, okay? For helping me out, I decided to give her this commission. It's only fair. I hate doing things. I hate people helping me out for things for free. As you get older, you understand why it's hard. It's hard to do things, like, it's hard to ask for help without trying to give somebody, like, back something in return. Yes, you are. But then again, when you're an artist, the idea of doing something for someone for free, just like, it just gets, it grains into your head that that's just like a bullshit thing to do. The classic "fuck you, pay me" motto is very ingrained in artists at a certain point in their lives. Probably because they're still doing math, like with Emily. Most of us are either done with math or just don't do it as much as they used to, or at least, I guess, I hate to say forced to, but yeah. I'm only in this math class because it's the last one I need to take before, so I can start focusing on other things. I guess that is true. Like, I realize, I wonder sometimes, is it, like, I think it's a mixture of how the school system works when it comes to math, cultural environment, and I want to say biological, but I'm not sure. There's, like, too many other factors. True. I mean, I'm terrible with percentages, so that's why I needed Emily's help. But because like my sister-in-law is Korean, and she started talking about how they like remember math and stuff like that and how they do it. And I don't like I know I was homeschooled, so technically it wasn't exactly the same. My mom was still struggling trying to help us with our reading. So the math for some of us kind of fell into the wayside in some aspects. Mostly because some of us were still okay with math, some of us weren't. But like I said, she was really focused on trying to get us all to read properly. And when you have like half of your siblings having dyslexia, that's a whole new challenge for a mom that's technically not a teacher, or at least would qualify for one. Which is kind of ironic considering that I think her older sibling is a teacher. I forget which aunt of mine is a school teacher. But yeah, it's one of those things where, and every time I hear other people talk about how math is done in American schools, I'm like, yeah, they're obviously doing something different. It's obviously different. And I don't know if it's like American public schools or it's just American schools in general, because like my nephew's doing great. He's not necessarily in public school, and he seems to be learning math pretty quickly. So I don't know. Like I said, for someone who never went to high school, well, like not like high school, it's hard for me to measure how much of it is like a public school thing. True. Yes. It's basically the manifestation of how I feel in some streams. Yeah, I'm trying to get his Pac-Man eyes in here. Oh, that is right. I'm missing an O. I was trying to fit the whole letters in here. Oh well, I'll just put another O in and then... You can probably guess where the B is. What brush am I using? I don't know. Hey, Nick! I haven't really tested out any of the brushes because I'm too lazy. I need to really, mess with the brushes more. I'll have to talk to my sister about that. She's really good at, how to set that stuff up. She's probably gonna, pull her hair out, the fact that I have to ask her again, but... Yeah, I can never tell if he's wearing sunglasses. Nothing too much. Just talking about stuff. Pretty chill stream so far, mostly because I'm half alive. Because I decided to be dumb and not go to bed when I was supposed to. I know once it hit 1 o'clock, I was like, well, you done it. You fucked yourself. I still feel like I'm doing his legs wrong. Wonder. No, wait, no. There you go. Oh, did you recently play Psychonauts? That's a good series. Maybe. You might have to yell at me to go to bed. I mean, I might be all, like, it's one of those days, maybe I got all, like, maybe I'm all, Shadowversed out, maybe. I'm not sure. Like I said, most of it wasn't Shadowverse. Like, that was kind of like the nail on the coffin, though. But I was working on art homework, and I really still need to post that on the Discord. Show you guys what I've been doing when it comes to the art class. Because this is the last day before the full assignment's done. I would say so. I would say it's like the poor man's Hearthstone. At least that's what I would say to somebody that actually plays Hearthstone, because I do not want to touch a Blizzard product. Like, I was thinking of getting into Hearthstone, and then Blizzard had to be a thing. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just look for something else. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. The story, is pretty good. I like it. I do fall into those moments of just like, oh my god, can I please play the game sometimes, with some of the cutscenes. No. How do I explain it? Yeah. Quietly eats pizza in the corner. Look, until Blizzard gets his act together, I'm not gonna touch any of their projects for right now. Or at least hire better people, because where they are right now is pretty gross. But for the time being, yeah, I don't know how, like, I don't think, I'll have to double check. I don't know if they have, like, Oh, we'll definitely have to do Among Us. I don't think they have like a what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, like, why can't I remember the word? Why can't I remember the word? You know, multiplayer. God damn it. Like, you can play online and stuff like that, but I don't know how to access, like, the like, individual multiplayer on it yet. Because I was trying to play around with, like, you know, different ways of playing it. Online multiplayer. There's the word I was looking for. I was thinking, multiplayer is not exactly the word I'm looking for. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, you can play with other people with other ranks and stuff like that, but it's like, you know, it's set up to random to who you're gonna fight. I don't know how to set it up for, I don't know how to set it up for like particular people you want to play with. That's another one I need to get. Castle Crashers, Among Us. Like I said, this year has been the year of my gamer side coming back, because I had a long 3-year period of just not playing video games. PvP, yeah. It's been great, but also frustrating trying to get back into. RIP. It's been kind of frustrating getting back to focusing on stuff when you get a gamer bug. I need to manage it better. Like, I'm in that phase where, like, I have no self-control, so I'm just like, okay, now I have to develop the self-control. I want to do Jackbox, but it's not exactly a game that's really, I guess it depends on the game. Because I get really, self-conscious about it with some games on it because of my terrible spelling. There we go. Alright, I guess I'll draw a Neek real quick, since they're over here. Doing their little cannonball. Funkin'? Oh, that game. No, wait. Is that a different game? I don't know what that game is. Yeah, I'm confused with what the... I don't... Like, did they get spell check working on that? Because I remember the last time I tried to play it, there was no spell check. Unless you're using unless it's something outside of the game that you're using. Because I don't know why either my spell check just doesn't work very well on that app, or something else. I always like doing the t-shirt game. Oh, wait. Now I know how that hair looks. Okay. have his big eyes. You kind of look like a lemming. Yo, I want to play the online Uno. Like that game looks insane. I would love to play Uno. Like I've always played regular Uno, but like I see the online one, I'm just like, what is all these rules? What is all this? I'll have to ask my niece if she wants to play Uno. She hasn't played it in a while, but she loves Uno. She's a bit of a sore loser though. I know the basic rules of Uno. Depending on what rules we activate for the online one though, I might get lost a little bit. That I might be bad at the idea of like pressing the button in order to say Uno, because we always do it, you know, of course vocally, so the fact that it's a button now, I might end up like saying Uno and then forgetting that I have to press a button. Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one though. Well, they are all the way back there. Jumping through portals and shit. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. See if I like it. This is probably a horrible idea, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Hey! Look at you go! Oh wait. I don't know if you want like the portals to be like, oops, to be anything interesting. I'm not sure. Oh, whoop. I'm still, okay, let's go back. What time is it? Okay, it's not that far in. Yeah, I'll work on the portal later. I feel like that's something I'm gonna have to do when we get to coloring. Okay. I don't know. I don't think like whoever's gonna help you won't be for a while because everyone's just like over here. There we go. Let me double check something. Okay. Yeah, so you'll have to get the net. Actually, you probably have to make the strands a little bit smaller. There you go. A little tiny businesswoman. Okay, I remember you said there was like a scar right here. And I don't think I'll be able to do the one that's further above since we can't necessarily see her eyebrows. Or at least eyebrow length. Let's see. There we go. Trying to think of what to talk about now. I tried everything, but I'm all out of ideas. Okay, so what else can I talk about today? Oh yeah, one of my sisters, oh my gosh. So she's having a baby, and it feels like this baby's gonna come out earlier and earlier every update we get. So hopefully, hopefully the baby will still stay in the oven before the baby shower. 'Cause oh my god, this baby is being very impatient. There we go. So I might be an aunt to a new niece soon. Yeah, perfect. Which will be great because, you know, my other niece, I think secretly wants another sibling. This is probably the closest that she's gonna get. And she technically has, like a cousin, but he's a boy, so this will be the second niece. Lots of denial. think I'll give you like the... No, wait. Thanks. But I have to say it's all my younger sister's work. She's the one going through the babies. Well, this is gonna be her first baby. Another one of my sisters already has a baby, but she's thinking about getting another one. Mostly she doesn't want her baby missing out on the possibility of having a sibling, since she's lived in a house with so many siblings. I mean, if she completely had it her way, she would have at least as many as my mom did. I don't know. Whoops. Oh, you know what? I recently finished watching Amori with my sister. That was a pretty good game. Oh, creepypasta day. Man, these internet days just sneak up behind you, don't they? There we go. Actually, I wonder. There we go. It's a little bit of a... Yeah. Alright. Wonder if I raised it up a bit. There we go. That's the kitty. There you go. Bop. Oh, okay, yeah, just give me a reference. It'll be a while before I do the portals, because I feel like that's going to be a thing I'll have to do when we get to the coloring. Oh, wait. Oh, it was on the nose. Oh. Okay. Like right here? Okay. I thought it was more like closer to the forehead. Never mind. Then that works. Oh, that's probably a better reference. Let's see. Okay, because I can only see one of them on the VTuber one. Okay, let me... I mean, if you want it to look like the one on that... Oh, whoops. No? There we go. Do you still like the one that's like right here, or do you think it should be somewhere else? Because like, yeah, technically it's more up here. I don't think it's in a position where you could really see it. That's the closest thing I could get. That's fine. The angle of your face wouldn't really show it. There we go. Probably should make this eye a little bit smaller. There we go. Alright, back to what the casual look looks like. Oh wait, go to the color one. Okay. I wonder if I like, I always do this every time I think, maybe I should go make coffee, and then I never do it. Maybe if I get the basic line art done, I'll go make some more coffee. That way I'm more awake to pay attention to the more detailed stuff. Alright, so... yeah, like I finished watching Amori. I like it sweet. Like, not, like not... Yes. You're all secretly adopted. There you go. But, like, I like my coffee... How do I like my coffee? Like, I always have at least one sweetener, and I have one sweetener and a little bit of powdered cream. And I think I have it that I have it mild coffee. Like, I'm not really a black coffee drinker. That's more of my parents' thing. Aww. There we go. That would be an interesting little stream. Yeah, hamsters are hard to keep, like, for long periods of time. My older sister used to have hamsters. Just so you know, you did nothing wrong. Just hamsters have very, very short lifespans. Unless you have some crazy hamster stories. then there might be a problem. Like, I know some people that, like, you know, take really good care of their hamsters. But of course, you know, it's best you can take care of them. They don't last very long. And then I had other people that I know that just, like, have the craziest fucking stories when it comes to their hamsters. And I'm sitting here going, why? How do you fuck up that hard? There we go. That's a terrible line. Ooh, yeah, they can be pretty brutal sometimes. I remember we had a cat. Oh. Oh, yeah, that definitely sounds like a hamster story. Ooh. I remember one YouTuber that I watched talked about how they had a hamster and it was so stupid that that it fell into a blender. I was just like, what? And somehow, how they fell into it turned it on. That was the weirdest part. Paradoxical mess? Hello. You're the new guy in the Discord, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like how the hamster, like something about, it was a very old story. I can't even remember which, I can't remember which YouTuber told me this story, but I want to say it was Asteroid that told this story, but I could be confusing it with somebody else. That's enough internet for today. But yeah, long story short, like how it fell, because there was something on top of the blender too, so like it kind of like knocked, that's what it did, it knocked the lid off, and the lid turned on the blender, and then the hamster fell in the blender, and you're just like, how, like the Jackie Chan face of just like, oh, what? Like, how? True. Yeah. Crazy. Just absolutely insane with the hamsters. Speaking of, oh my god, speaking of trigger warnings, holy shit, it was so funny. Okay, so, my sister and I were watching, wait, can I talk about Amori? Like, just one of the endings in Amori? Like, is that okay? Like, is anyone actually playing the game right now? Because I want to double sure. Yeah, I want to double sure if anybody's actually playing the game. I don't want to spoil them. How about you, Emily? Are you good? Okay, good. So, there's this one bad ending you could get where, or basically your character just, jumps off a building, right? And I did not know this. And this was after, like, another, like, far worse, like, you thought that was bad kind of thing. That we were, the person we were watching, yeah, basically, we were watching it, and it was kind of after, like, another really gruesome ending, where we got a trigger warning, and one of the people I was watching it was well, my sister that was watching it with us. She got frustrated with that, right? Because she hates trigger warnings, because it just ruins the pacing and everything like that, and she feels coddled every time. She hates feeling coddled when it comes to serious stuff. Anyway, long story short, so we get to the scene where we get that bad ending where the character jumps off the building, right? And I had no idea what was coming. So what happened? So I thought we were gonna get a different ending. Well, not a different ending. I thought we were gonna get different reasons, same ending kind of thing. I thought we were gonna get the Hikikomori route, and then suddenly we're outside in front of the building. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm talking about the Amori, the game, and so my brain was having trouble processing the fact that we weren't getting the Hikikomori ending, and this is a completely different ending that's happening, even though like there were too many things that were similar. So I'm just like, wait, are they gonna show it? Like, are they gonna actually show this kid jumping off the freaking building? And my my sister, because she was still frustrated about the trigger warning. She was, where's your trigger warning now, bitch? And then my brain completely fucking stopped. Like, my brain's trying to process what's happening, because, like, oh my god, are they gonna show it? While also hearing in the background my sister going, where's your trigger warning now, bitch? I was like, stop. And then the thing kept going, and then you actually see the kid jumping off the building. And I was like, I should not be laughing. This is the worst thing to be laughing at. This is awful. This is absolutely fucking awful. And then it goes to the and then I was like, okay, that's it, right? Like, there's no more surprises. And then, like, at the title screen, the kid's just gone. The kid does no longer exist, and there's nothing but background of sky. And I was dead by that point. I was just like, I was so fucking dead. This is so funny. I was like, you. I was like, oh my god, it was so funny. It was so fucked up, but so funny to be just like, I lost my shit at that point. I was like, because my brain, because it felt like there was with how I was processing that, it felt like I was having a bunch of fake outs, because my brain was denying that. It's like, no, it's okay. We're not going to show any more bad things. The bad things are over now. Oh, wait, nope, there's still more. And of course, I would have just been like in awestruck, but then my sister had to be in the background yelling, where's your trigger warning now, bitch? And oh my god. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was unintentionally surprisingly funny, and I shouldn't have laughed as much as I did. And I wasn't really laughing. I was more like coughing laughing. It was more just like a fit of my brain just breaking. Oh, you know what? I did forget your tail. I keep forgetting. That's what I mean. I feel like the problem, at least with me and my sister, when it comes to trigger warnings, it's we don't mind their existence, we just hate their intrusion, if that makes any sense. Because we hate it especially when people do it like right before the bad scene happens. They do it right before the bad scene and just completely ruins the pace of the situation. Like she was saying, it's like, I don't mind it when they tell it in the beginning of the game. Sure, depending on what kind of trigger warning, it's frustrating. Yeah, she's okay with, I mean, she's okay to an extent. She still doesn't like certain trigger warnings, especially the ones that go into detail of what kind of trigger warning it is. Because she's like, what's the point? It's rated M. The rated M description is more vague than these trigger warnings, you know? And it's just like, it's just a spoiler at this point. yeah, I know. Like, but yeah, so like that's that's why like I told her too, like, yeah, if I ever do a rated M game on my streams, I'll just have the rated M title and like and the little description in the rated M title, and just go, this is the only trigger warning you get. I'm not going to stop and hold your hand. Okay, you're either old enough to watch this, or you are old enough to watch this, and you just have to, like, you know what? What is the assessment here? And I won't get mad if you turn off watching me play the game if the game is too much for you. Like, I'm not gonna get upset about it. Like, my sister recently had a game that actually did upset her, in the sense of, like, how gruesome it was. And once again, I told her, would prefer a trigger warning? She's like, fuck no. I'm an adult. I could turn it off if I could turn it off. It's my own damn fault if I kept going. Like, it's one of those things where, like, if I didn't watch a Let's Play of it, I probably would have. But now I kind of know everything, especially with the Let's Player that I watched was pretty thorough. Like, I don't think he missed really anything. But if I do get the urge, I might change my mind and play it. Even though it's one of those things where I don't know if it's as fun watching somebody play the game that already knows what's in it, especially very recently. So I'm not sure. Oh, I did forget. Okay. I was like, what were the details on the... There's a lot of buttons. And... everything, the whole series. Just go to the end so you can hear my thoughts and just not watch me play the game. But yeah, it's one of those things, it's just all like, there's a reason why we have a game rating system, and it's much less spoilery in comparison to some triggers. Like I said, I'm not, like, luckily the person that I was watching with didn't, like, the trigger warning didn't go into any detail. It just kind of, they just like, hey, I'm going to tell you that you're going to have a bad time. I'm like, God damn it! Of course I'm having a bad time! You're ruining the moment! God damn! But yeah, it's one of those things where, I don't mind trigger, like, I actually told her too, like, I was all like, look, if he said anything in that trigger warning that made me think he spoiled it for me, I would have turned it off and said, can we please watch somebody else? Like, that's why I was like, she was like, are you, like, okay? And I was like, yeah, like, he didn't actually spoil anything. He got dangerously close, though, and I was actually getting a little nervous. 6 hours. But yeah, like I told her, it's like, don't worry, he didn't spoil it. I would say he got dangerously close, but then again, with most trigger warnings, especially when, like, in the middle of the moment, is pretty telling what's going to happen kind of thing, so it's like, So, it's just one of those things, it's just like, I've seen much worse trigger warnings. And when I say worse trigger warnings, I mean, like, go into detail of what's going to happen the next scene. I'm just like, are you fucking real? Or my personal favorite, watching a detective game and giving me a trigger warning that, look out, there's manipulation. I'm like, real fucker? Like, really? Nah, shit, son. Like... You enjoy watching... Yeah, that's what, like I said, it's just... Like I said, like, sometimes, like, I get the concept of trigger warnings, I just feel like they're done very badly. You go see some dead people. Nah shit, son. That's what I mean by, like, really badly put together trigger warnings. It's just so like, wow, really? Really, we need a trigger warning on, like, it's literally rated M. The cover has a guy strapped to a death trap. What? Okay. Okay. If we needed to double check. That's what I mean. This is like, okay. Do you, sorry, Emily, but do you have the reference of the kind of portal you want? Actually, maybe we'll do the portal last, if you're still looking for it. I'll just go ahead and do the simpler coloring. Wait, what? What was this one? Oh, that was the new layer. Okay, just making sure. But yeah. I remember when I was watching, like I said, there's murder involved. Exactly. I just, like, sometimes just like, nah, shit. Yes, it's a very tired, it's a very much of a face, and it is very much tired. You know what, I'm just gonna be chill today and just, like, do basic coloring. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just so like I don't mind the concept of trigger warnings. It's just there are some that just make me go, I don't think this is what you're supposed to use it for. Though I do find, like, I think a lot of trigger warnings come from the fact that, especially since it's coming from my generation, or at least the generation after me, is because, like, fanfics, like, always, like, they didn't have trigger warnings. They had, like, certain description, like, short descriptions of what's going to happen in the story. And because fan fiction is so notorious for, like, tonal shifts, I get why those existed. But a good story wouldn't, you know, like, a normal good story doesn't need a trigger warning for, like, a tonal shift. You know what I mean? Not that there aren't any indie games that don't do that. Trust me, there's plenty of indie games that do the tonal shift of what the fuck and don't give you trigger warnings because they are so in depth. Like, I mean, not in depth. They're so inept with the fact that they did that. Dead does don't eat. What? Like, I remember, I guess recently, like, once again, not only just that game, but recently I've been watching, like, looking up, Dream SMP animatics, and there's so many goddamn trigger warnings every time you before you watch the scene, and I'm sitting here going, like, does anyone get it by now that this series got dark? Like, do we always need trigger warnings for every single scene? Ow, fucking... But then I remember, like, well, there are a lot of teenagers that watch this, but I was just like, god damn. And like I said, I don't mind just saying, hey, this video is very graphic. Viewer discretion is advised. Not, okay, so there's blood, there's murder, there's manipulation, there's screaming. That's I thought that was the funniest trigger warning I've ever seen. It was like, loud noises! And I was like, god damn. That was the funniest shit I read. Actually, to be fair, the manipulation was the funniest one I've read. I was like, oh my god, we need a trigger warning for manipulation? Jesus Christ! But the one where it's like loud noises was like, just say volume warning. You make it sound so serious. Upsetting conversations. Exactly. Actually, the funny thing is, like, technically FNAF has it's not a trigger warning, it's more of just like, oh yeah, definitely. I'm not apologetic about this. Oh, okay. I was like, is that a reference to something? Okay, I'll have to look that up. Because it sounds familiar, but like, I don't know. I didn't know it was a meme. There you go. Yeah, exactly. I do agree that a lot of it is my boomerism, because... Oh, okay. But, a lot of it is my... I mean, I know I'm a millennial, but sometimes, I feel more like a boomer, when it comes to certain things where I'm just like, really? Guys, you're better than this. like I was like, I thought teenagers were more resilient than this. What is happening? What is happening to you guys? You okay? You good? There we go. But then again, I also grew up in the 90s where edgy was king. Edge was king in the 90s when it came to media. I'll have to look it up in the Discord in a minute. I wonder if I should put highlights. I technically have highlights. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. And I do agree with Emily with the whole, like, yeah, I feel like I don't think the trigger warning should be hidden. I don't mind an easy access to it. Especially since the whole point of trigger warnings... Oh. Hey, Vaki Adex? Hello? I probably butchered that name so hard, I apologize in advance. I guess so. Like, is it just, like, exposed to stuff too early? I totally get that. Because I felt like, when I was growing up, there were certain things on the internet that was just so like, wow, really? And I do agree when it comes to, like, especially with some artists sometimes where I feel like, just label your shit better. Like, label your shit better, so, like, when the kid stumbles upon, like, they're not very good at keeping it just in adult areas. I think that's the biggest reason. We're struggling finding areas on the internet for just an adult environment, and making it very easy that it's an adult environment, so that kids, if they're caught, like, you know, like how it is, like with like casinos and stuff like that. You never see a kid in a casino, and the second you do, everyone's like, why the hell is there a kid in a casino? There's nothing like that on the internet, mostly because of the anonymity. So a lot of it has to do with the fact that teenagers are lying. Let's be real. Or the fact that it's not apparent or immediate that there's a teenager in the room. It's hard for people to like go, hey, is it okay for this kid to be in here? And you're like, oh shit, no, it's not. You know what I mean? And I think that's why kids unintentionally get exposed to adult concepts a little too early, because of the internet's unfiltery ways. And once again, there's some good things about it, and there's some like really fucked up things about it. So it's like, I feel like, because the internet used to be such an adult environment, or at least there were areas where kids could go to, but they were very small potatoes compared to what all the adults were doing on the internet. Treat me with respect. Okay, Karen. But yeah, I just like, because I feel like there's a lot of adult artists out there that are struggling with, like, they don't want to expose kids to their art. Like, I don't think, like, the majority of them, I don't think that's really their intention, to be honest. Yeah. Like cool math games, exactly. I don't think a lot of the like the adult artists' intention for kids to stumble upon their shit, right? But it's just so easy to access and accidentally find that shit. Like Baldi's Basics. No. And I think there should be a way, and like I said, some of it, I hate to say some of it is the kid's fault. In some cases it is, because, and this is coming from someone that didn't lie about how old they were. But I knew a lot of kids that did, that would lie about their age on the internet. Now it's one thing to just not tell people, because, you know, because of we were told not to tell people online. Holding hands, how lewd. Oh my god, it's just like I'm trying to prevent a child from running away. With the stick of dynamite. How lewd. But like, god damn it, I lost my train of thought. Like, I remember, oh my god, I remember when Tumblr was popular, and there was this discussion about making it more kid-friendly. And at first, I agreed with the admins. That was just like, look, it's not that I want it kid-friendly, I just want a system where I could filter out all the weird shit on here just a little bit. Because there's just no filter here some days. And I think there's a filter, but nobody will tell me where he is. Yeah, it's a very common thing for teenagers to lie about their age on the internet. It's just super common. In some cases. Like, I would say it would depend on what the situation was. Like, if a kid went to DeviantArt, like, okay, if a kid went to DeviantArt and lied about their age and wondering why they see so much messed up stuff, is because since you lied about your age, the filter that is automatically in the system is not on. Exactly, that is where all the weirdos went. just enjoy the conversation. But yeah, I do agree. A lot of the Tumblr people came from. Well, I mean, a lot of the Tumblr people went to Twitter, and that's where we're getting a lot of the weird stuff again. So I get, and once again, I feel like I remember, I think it was Jaden Animation was talking about that, about the weird pictures drawn of her avatar and stuff like that, and she was like, I don't necessarily like it, but I'm not gonna tell people to stop it. But I would appreciate if it wasn't so easy to access. I still need to get back to see if what I could. Whoop, that's the wrong layer. I keep telling myself to get a Tumblr account. I mean, I do have one. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I'm still very terrible with external websites. Sweet health site. It's the only issue I have with Tumblr right now is that it feels a little broken, at least with its search engine. Probably because of the purge that happened really messed it up. Hopefully they can do something about that. I know, Tumblr is very confusing. Alright, good luck with today, Neek. Yes, I do. I think most of my shirts are black. Well, between black and purple. It is and it isn't. It has a lot of history behind it. I guess the best way to describe it. Yeah, black purple will work. A lot of my shirts are a mixture of black and purple. At least when it comes to my pajama shirts. I do agree that Tumblr's it's one of those things where it doesn't have the same. I remember when DeviantArt used to be DeviantArt used to be the place of what Tumblr used to be, and DeviantArt still kind of is. But it's just not as popular anymore. I still, out of all the art websites, I still prefer DeviantArt because it has the best portfolio setup out of all the art sites I've ever seen. Because trying to find someone's portfolio is a bitch when it comes to Tumblr or Twitter. You can't make a proper portfolio on Twitter. It's just absolute garbage on those sites. Always bet on black. Yeah, it's one of those things, I almost want to lie about my age again so the filter will turn back on. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep, more of my, I like to call real-life persona, I guess, just an animated of me, or I might change it to my Minecraft persona, my little lava mob. Not sure yet. I do need to change it though, because that picture's super old now. Oh, nice. But yeah, definitely need to change. I definitely need to change the main art too, which is a shame because one of the reasons why I hesitate changing is because I lost the file to that picture. So if I take that picture out, it's gone forever. If I had a persona, I'd probably be a scaly of some kind. Yes, I did it, internet. I know you're mad now. Every time people tell what your persona hypothetically would, just even a hypothetical, people get mad. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay, internet. I'll come back when you grow up. But anyway, so yeah, if I had to pick It'd probably be a scaly, most likely a dragon. I love lizards. Lizards are, like, when it comes to, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at, when it comes to animals, definitely lizards. Though it is kind of confusing when you see like a female lizard woman with boobs. I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it. like, to the basic human mind, I get it. But when you know about as much as lizards as I do, I just sit here and go, I don't understand why this thing has boobs. But then again, no, I had a pet lizard when I was much younger. And it was a garden lizard too. I caught it and I tried to keep care of it. But we had to let it go at one point because it's just the living conditions were not good enough for me to keep it. But anyway, what was I saying? But then again, if you went by actual, like, animal autonomy in that sense, I guess technically, like, cats and dogs would have more than 2 sets of boobs, so I'm like, okay. So, like, I kinda get it. Okay, so you did change your picture. Haha. But yeah. Oh no, it's happening. What was I thinking of? Like something popped in my head. What was it? Darn it. I was thinking of something. What was it? Oh yeah, like there's certain things when it comes to like personas and stuff like that that make me go like I could be a little bit critical. Like a part of me is like I don't know, like if you're like a half bat something, like when you have insert certain body part here, like I get like, but then a part of me is like, but this is a human half animal, so like having certain attributes to humans wouldn't make sense in order to fit other things, right? So just like I try not to be too critical about certain people's picks of like what parts of the human body they pick for the thing and what parts of the animal body they would pick, because like technically it's a stupid argument in hindsight, trying to be critical of that. But this is the only hill I will die on when it comes to any persona character design. I hate it when the person gives them 2 sets of ears. Like they have the human ears and the cat or insert other animal's ears, right? Does that bother the fuck out of you when you see that? Because every time I see that, I'm just like, wait, why do they have 4? Why are there 4 ears? This is not innocent. Oh, nice. Like I said, I'll have to look up all the Discord stuff after the stream. Yeah, doesn't it like just like it? I don't know. Something about it bothers the fuck out of me when I see it. Like my brain's telling me that's wrong, even though technically like there's really no like set rules for some of these things. But I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like that should be a rule. I feel like that should be a rule. If you're, especially, like I said, it's different if like the character's wearing fake cat ears, right? Because that's obvious, right? But if you're like making an actual like species, like why would they have 4 sets of ears? That's silly. That's silly. Why did you do that? I mean, it's weird enough that their ears are so close to their brain, right? But you could work with that. But having 4 sets of ears don't make no goddamn sense. And it's just, I don't know, something. It's like having a second nose. It's like, I don't know, something about that feels wrong. I think I'll just give myself some blue. I feel like I accidentally gave myself some weird yoga pants. But that's fine. Sometimes if I run out of pajama pants, I'll just use the yoga pants. Huh. Well, at least somebody tried. Because, it's funny because I recently found out that, certain iguanas technically have a third eye. And they do it so they can see, like, predators from the sky. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. It's weird that, like, they have a... It's, like, it's not the same as a regular eye, because they don't see, like... I think it was that they don't see colors, they see shapes. So it's, like, not exactly the same as, like, their regular eyes. I want to say I saw that, because I think I remember you drawing her, persona with the human ears too, and I was just like, like, I was trying, just like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. Or, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, like, I can't remember whose persona they were showing me. And I was all like, don't say anything unless they ask, don't say anything unless they ask. Okay, see, that kind of thing, at least, alright, see you later, Emily. Or see you later in the stream, I guess, maybe? But yeah, that's the only, like, thing when it comes to, like, personas, and I don't know why. I don't know why I always got so, like, up-abouty about it. Maybe because it just bothered the hell out of me. Mostly because a lot of the time, they wouldn't explain it or acknowledge it at all. And a part of me is all like, just me sitting there going like, is it just me? Am I overthinking this? I mean, yes and no. Maybe because I get really excited when it comes to stories that do other species. Whether it be go as simple as like animal species or just like robots and stuff like that, right? I love Transformers. I love when they get into like, especially if you're gonna have human characters in the story, you have to emphasize, like, you're basically writing a whole different culture, right? So you have to, because you're technically emphasizing the idea of like, oh, that was quick. Emphasizing the idea that you're dealing with a different species that does different things. Like, I remember one time, what was it? We were, like, my sister and I were writing a story about Transformers. And we were trying to write a character that, what was it? He was important in the sense that he worked basically with Primus, which is basically their god slash, like, parent-ish, being. Like, basically it is the planet. And he was one of the few people before the war went down, that actually was able to, like, basically communicate with Primus. And people would praise him and give him all these many compliments of how, like, important he is, of how important his job is. And people would ask him questions like, do you talk to Primus? Like, does he say, like, what does he say? What does he do? Like, can you ask him what my purpose is and stuff like that? And, he would always answer like stuff like it's classified information and stuff like that, so like it's not like I can't exactly just tell anybody, and it's not like a question I could always ask him either. Turns out he was lying. Like, that was the thing. He was lying about that, basically. He was trying to avoid the question because even though he's like the closest person to Primus, he's practically sitting right next to him. Doesn't know what the fuck it's thinking. Has no idea what any of the purpose is for anything. Can't communicate with him. So it's basically being right next to the, like, being the only sibling that could be right next to the parent and still have no idea what he did to create them. And everybody praises him for doing such, and the worst part is, it's not like, they make it sound like it's such, like, a super important job when it really isn't. Like, to him, it's no different than just fixing something, because he's just there to, like, tweak things and make sure things are working. So basically, with all that information aside, what happened is that when he goes and sees humans for the first time, he's fascinated but also kind of jealous with the process of parents, or at least the concept of parents, because he's never, like, he wishes, and he likes the idea of, like, some parents, like, kind of, they kind of do it some of it comes across as spontaneous in comparison to, like, what they've been taught. So, like, they just create, like, it just comes across as, at least to him, humans make offspring because they can. And humans are cool with that. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll make it a simple color for now. I think I'll make it like a little pink. Pink coffee mug. I don't have a pink coffee mug, but I like the idea of having a pink coffee mug. And the fact that, like, I think he was fascinated with that aspect, and he was kind of jealous of the idea that, you know, human beings could actually talk to their parents, and there's more than one, and everybody has their own, like, that's why he would get mad at certain human characters that would talk back to their, human parents, only because of the fact that he was, it's not that he was upset what the parents were telling them to do, he was upset that they wouldn't at least try to understand where the parents were coming from, because at least you could fucking talk to your parents kind of mindset. You actually, like, they're literally right in front of you telling you what the quote-unquote, to him, he would call it purpose. He would describe it as purpose. He would, and it was a very interesting aspect that we were trying to write. We were trying to write the idea of, like, because Transformers don't necessarily have parents, they have creators, and they're always trying to find, like, reasons why they're, you know, existing and stuff like that, right? And sometimes, and in some stories, you know, it's just personal, like, experiences, and sometimes they try to gravitate it towards, Primus, sometimes. Wait, oh, no, that's not bright enough. So we were trying to, like, do that with his character, was the idea of, because we always liked it when Transformers try to delve into the concept of what the hell a parent is. Because depending on which Transformers universe you're working on, to them they might draw to different conclusions. Oh, you know what, Emily? I just realized something. to help them. The end. Just real quick, Emily. I do have all the colors of your outfit. I don't know if you want me to guess the other two. Well, actually, no. Technically, I do have. I guess I could go with the colors off of Neek's casual outfit and just kind of work with those colors. But I have no idea what colors I'm supposed to give Connor. Unless you just want me to go with a basic like blue jeans, white shirt. I guess the inner sleeves could be blue too. I'm not sure. Maybe a darker blue. Like I said, I have no idea what the colors for Connor are. Hell, I don't think I even know the color of his hair. Yo, should I give him black hair and then just give him just white skin? Like, super white skin. Like, a naturally white skin. Make him a Homestar Runner character. Alright, wait. I'm a little confused. So, he doesn't have the boom? Do we keep the boom shirt? Or should we go with the TNT Minecraft shirt? Or should we go with the colors of the Minecraft shirt? Because if I remember correctly, the Minecraft shirt was just like white and red. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. I forgot. He has a little bit of like... There we go. I do like the idea of just keeping his skin like super white. It goes with the it goes with his eyes. Just being little Pac-Man eyes. Like not super white, just like actually there we go. Like I don't know why. I like the idea of him just being super white. Yeah, Homestuck Runner character. We could color all the like the shirt and everything. It'd probably better if we make his hair black. Right? Is his hair black? Should we make his hair black? Stop me if we should make it a different color. But yeah. Yeah, I remember writing that Transformers character a long time ago. We always like playing into like the differences between Okay. I'm gonna keep it black for now. I kind of like it like this. Okay. Since we got you, and then let me just get back to, okay. Colors once more. Guess we'll start with this one. Is that too dark? Just a little bit brighter. There we go. But, nope, too bright. There we go, that's much better. What other concepts did he have? I mean, I had a personal Transformers concept of I forget. Damn. I had a different concept of like my own personally. Like my sister and I would kind of go back and forth between like a collab story project and then like our own stuff. In fact, I remember we had uh, two Jet Twin stories that are still stupidly popular, which I feel bad that I never finished. We were kind of doing like this thing where technically my story happened first and then her story happened second, but our stories would be written simultaneously. Um, so like in her story, she references a thing that happened, and then um, and then she would like kind of like promote my comic basically because of that. Um, okay, it was a bit darker. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Um, but yeah. Um, but besides the Jet Twin comic, I wanted to make my own little Transformers universe once, and it was going to be like what was it? I was kind of going for like what if they basically dodged the war? And like there was a lot of like tension and stuff like that. They convinced Megatron not to start a rebellion and stuff like that, and there's no war. They still find humans, just not in like the circumstances they did in most series. And I was trying to go for like there was still gonna be conflict. It's just like because I was still gonna do like the whole Unicron showing up, but like what would happen if Unicron showed up, but no one was in the middle of a war. Like everybody was semi working together. I wanted that like technically they prevented Megatron from going full rebellion, but they kind of just made like some kind of agreement to prevent things from getting bad. So would your ears would be more orange. Whoops. There we go. Ooh, that's a bit much. Hold on. That's better. Yeah, like, yeah, the idea was that the Unicron was still gonna be a thing. It's just that there was no inner war. Like there was kind of a build up to one, but they were able to prevent it. I know, right? And what I wanted to do, because like I said, I had it that technically Transformers found humans, and kind of peacefully, like kind of interacted with them, right? And Optimus adopted the he adopted the what's the word I'm looking for? The like family inheritance. Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great name. I never had a name for it. It was just more of a concept. Optimus adopted the concept of family heritage, right? When he was discovering like human society and stuff like that. So what he did is that he kind of somewhat adopted combo of. Oh, okay. So like what was it? That I had it that he was technically adopting he technically adopted Bumblebee, Hotshot, and what was his name? Hot Rod? Or God damn it, what was his what was his prime name? Rodimus. Right, it was Rodimus. Hotshot, Bumblebee, and Rodimus would be the ones that he technically, like, adopted so he could implement. He called it he called it Project Family Unit. And he was trying to adopt the concept of that, of family heritage, of you know, passing down things to the next generation, but being more like inclusive about it. Which led to like it ended up slowly turning into a form of monarchy in a sense. Which I wanted that. Ronimus didn't like the concept. He personally hated the idea. Bumblebee liked it, and Hot Rod was kind of indifferent to it. He just liked the idea of being under Optimus and working under him and stuff like that. He didn't really care about the details of why he was here. Bumblebee loved the concept of the family unit, and I had it that Ronimus hated it. Because he didn't want... Oh, right. I probably should change this into, like, the color and not the line. I had it that he wanted to work for it. He didn't want it just be given to him because of some kind of... It came across as pity to him. So there was a lot of conflict back and forth and stuff like that about that. And that was basically the main focus, was those three. Which, because, like, I was like, I wanted to take all, like, the characters that are basically this, like, they were always set up to be, like, in most Transformers series, if they were, like, usually the successor of Optimus or something like that. Hey, Dr. Fool, how you doing? Where you been? Hello. Been a while. I mean, to be fair, most of it, that's my fault. That's my fault. Okay, so apologize in advance on the skin tone. Yeah, it's been a long time. How you doing? Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Nope, still not it. Nope, still not the right skin tone. Hold up. Here we go. Okay, I think I know where to look now. Hold up. Let's see. Nope. Wait. God damn it. Wait, I know how to fix this. I literally have a character with a skin tone. Is this too early? Nope, this is not even the right page. Hold up. I'll send you my hand. Oh, gosh darn it, where are my colored pictures? This is probably it. Gosh darn it, I have to label these better. Why can't I find... Give me one moment. One momento. Oh, here we go. Duh. Literally the things that are... Alright. Go answer the call. Okay, his skin might be a little bit... brighter. Just turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That's the skin tone I'm looking for. I was trying to find the other character that I had, but I don't think she was on the page. But I think... Wait. Oh, nice! Oh wait, I just realized it's just a little too red. Oh, you mean the other skin color? I thought this might have been a little bit darker. No, it's actually not that bad. I still feel like it should be a little bit brighter though. There we go. I think I found it. There it is. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, wait. Oh. Technically, it could be a little brighter then. Just, let's see. There we go. Like, I got, like, the area right. It just needs to be a little brighter, though. Yes, I did. For the first time ever. There we go. We finally did it. We did it, boys. It's perfect. What do you think, Emily? Is this good? I don't have any exams. I mean, I do have a big art project, but I don't have any, like, exams for a while. Okay, good. There we go. God, I look a mess. Episode 8. What was episode 8? Hold up, now I'm curious. Which one was episode 8? I could probably see it real quick. Episode 8 was... Right. The epic fail. Yeah, so... Don't worry about catching up to the series, because, it's technically over now, and now I'm just now I'm just doing hardcore mode now. Wait, what was I doing? Let's see. Oh, it's just orange. I don't know why I gave it a line. Oh well. Let's just go with orange. Orange. It's a bit of a bright orange. There we go. Yeah, I'll definitely show you guys on the Discord once it's done. Like, once I finally submit it for the final time. I think you saw it already on the Discord. It's the one with the glass and the box. I like how it looks. It's just like obviously I'm being very hesitant on the volume on it because it makes me nervous every time. It's just all like every time I send it to my teacher's like, okay, is this better? She's like, yes. Now go. It's like she's straight. Go deeper. In the sense of just like more volume. I'm like, it can't get any more black, Captain. Oh, so do you just like, do you want it like black like this? Like that? Because I kind of like it. Or do you want it like more detailed, like a belt, like choker? Oh, that might be too bright. Hold up. There we go. Okay, good. Alright, guys. Because I decided to take the slow way of doing this, then we still need more confirmation of what we want Connor to look like. It looks like we're almost at the end of the stream. Try my best to finish up at least Emily's colors before we end. Oh, I forgot a few spots of the outfit. Hold up. But yeah. Oh, I gave it like that, but not like that. There you go. But yeah, I'll try my best to finish at least the basic colors of Emily's outfit, and then we'll call it a stream. Yes, Bow Gallery. I also have another channel that's far more popular than this, but I haven't updated in a while because I'm far behind on my projects. Okay, I'll remember to put the sunglasses on next time. After all, he has to be the cool kid. There we go. And then, alright, I wanted to do this first before I continued. So you do the little black pockets. Then the black stripe here. A little bit of black here. Oh, the other channel was Bow Gallery A. Because that was supposed to be my second channel, and it kind of became the main one. This is just a place I go to just be weird. You might, because like I said, that channel is far more popular than this one. This is just me, just like working on projects and stuff like that. Okay, I guess the skirt and the stockings are the same color. But yeah, I basically use this channel so I could do other like random things. The main channel is just more of when I'm working on like animatics, because those are my main passion projects. Problem is they take a lot more time to work on. And I do, if not, I feel like next art stream I should work on those if I'm not done with this commission piece by next week. I should be almost done with this though. The only difficult part is like drawing the portals. Like that's the only thing that makes me go, this might take me a few minutes. But we're almost done. pretty good. I worked a little bit of it last night. In fact, I'm thinking of posting pages next month. I'll probably have enough pages to start posting at least a good amount. I was a little sidetracked doing like little side projects for this channel that I was just like, okay, never again. Back to working on comic. Well, it didn't take me exactly on the spot to get all the colors down. It's like, and this one's like a light purple. Very light purple. There we go. There we go. Thanks. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get the pages, like, because I have pages all set up, just not, like, they're just not, like, set up. Alright. Oh, look at you. Look at you, tiny businesswoman. Alright. Alright, it's a little early, but I'm gonna call it, only because I have a stressful school. Well, actually, I don't know. Like, today, I'm only stressful because I don't want to disappoint my teacher, kind of stressful. Because I'm gonna be finally finishing up the main art piece. Ah, I see. But yeah. Alright. Yes. Okay, I saved it. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to work more on this later today. But yeah. I appreciate everybody for coming. Just your chill, regular, once a week art stream. Yeah, and in case anybody was asking again, the other channel I own is Bow Gallery A. That's where all my big projects that I put on there are. And, oh, thank you for coming over, what was it, Vicky Adex? Vicky Adex? Or, once again, I'm terrible with people's names. I apologize in advance. I never say anybody's names correctly. Except Dr. Fool. That was surprisingly I was able to do that. Very few times I could get it right on the first go. Alright. Once again, another chill stream. Next stream. Oh, next stream. Oh no, next stream. I had the realization of like, no. Okay, next stream. Friday morning. FNAF. Night 3. End me. Well, maybe I'll get spooked this time. Maybe I'll actually get spooked this time. My gamer skills can only take me so far. Alright, so see you there on Friday. FNAF stream. Because it's Spooktober, and I have to give an excuse to scare the shit out of myself. Oh, I'll explain how we lost Stephanie Monday when we actually go to Hardcore Minecraft on Monday. Like I said, soon I'll make a video of the schedule. It's not going to be a long video, just a little video because I don't have a community tab yet. But once I get community tab, I won't need it anymore. But all right, enough fooling around. I gotta go make lunch and then get ready for class. So, once again, thank you all for coming, good morning, and good night.